There's a large percentage of juniors at every district across this state that are at risk to not graduate on time.
And it's a story affecting thousands of students across Ohio.
The class of 2018 has to meet new standards to earn a high school diploma.
Now, state data shows a big percentage of current juniors might not be able to meet those new graduation requirements.
Superintendents are concerned, but it's not because of the new standards.
27 First News Weekend anchor Julie Bursick is live in the studio. She's got more on this story for you.
Yeah, the main issue that the superintendents have is all this is being implemented so fast. Some local superintendents went to Columbus last week for a State Board of Education committee meeting, and the requirements and the timing of this was just one of the topics.
High school can be overwhelming. Classwork, studying, and tests. The class of 2018 will be the first in Ohio that has to meet new standards.
It made my life a little bit harder, and it was just really made my high school career a lot more difficult.
There are now 3 ways to graduate high school in Ohio. The first is a remediation-free SAT or ACT score. So for your ACT, you need to get a 22 on it. The end-of-year exams, that's your second option. Students need to get 18 points on those. The third option is the industry credential and workforce ready. You need 12 points for this too. And this really does vary. It includes things like first aid, Microsoft, and Adobe. You need one of these to graduate high school.
The rigor that they set for graduation rate is not in question. I mean, it is something that's obtainable, but the timeline for how we prepare students in districts to get those students at that level is going to take a little more time.
Superintendents are advocating for phasing in the requirements, like the required 18 points on those end-of-the-year exams.
We maybe drop from 18 points to maybe 14 or 12 points, I would hope.
When it comes to the industry credentials and workforce readiness, students also have to get a 13 on the Work Keys test.
And they were looking at phasing that particular test in because it does have a comparison to the ACT.
I do think the State Board of Education's listening. And our new state superintendent is listening, but right now nothing official has happened.
When it comes to the industry credentials and that workforce readiness, the Mahoney County Educational Service Center has nearly a $1 million grant to help 8 schools and those students earn those credentials. And actually right now it has career counselors working with those schools to help high school students, meet those standards. Live in the studio, Julie Bursick, WKBN 27 First News.